About the Modi government, which has now completed 11 years in office. The Prime Minister, being in his Karm Bhumi, Gujarat, gifting his home state infra projects worth over 80,000 crores. Now, while the BJP celebrates 11 years of Modi Sarkar, Congress has claimed that this is nothing but an undeclared emergency that has turned 11, and that promise of Achhe Din proved to be a nightmare. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge says that big promises turned into hollow claims. In fact, Pramod Tiwari also goes to the extent of saying that only Rahul Gandhi has the guts to go to the border and not the Prime Minister. Another Congress leader, Pawan Khera, took to social media platform to refer to this as Prime Minister as Sahib, saying that he was busy in election campaigning even as the country was stressed. Listen into the reactions coming in from the opposition side.
कि उनको जनादेश देश के भविष्य को संवारने का दिया गया, लेकिन वो भूतकाल से नहीं निकल पाते। वो वायदों पे तो रहते नहीं। बहन जी, आपको पता है बीजेपी जो वायदे करती है वो एक इलेक्शन के लिए वोट लेने करती है, लेकिन अगले इलेक्शन तक वो नए वायदे करती है।
प्रधानमंत्री जी सुबह से शाम तक जितने काम करते हैं वो सिर्फ राजनीति होती है, चुनाव होता है। युद्ध विराम की सीमा पर जो घायल हुए हैं भारतीयों को, उनको देखने की हिम्मत तो अगर किसी में है तो सिर्फ राहुल गांधी में।
सिंदूर ऑपरेशन में ये बात स्पष्ट हो गई कि भारत के साथ कौन ताकतवर महत्वपूर्ण देश खड़े हैं। जिस तरीके से अदने से आतंकवाद को पनागाह बनाने वाले पाकिस्तान के साथ तमाम सारे देश मुखर होकर खड़े हुए, उनके साथ टेक्नोलॉजी शेयर की, और मोदी जी के साथ कुछ भी ऐसी बातें नहीं आई। उलट अमेरिका ने लाल आंखें दिखाई।
प्राइम मिनिस्टर has made tall claims, but on the ground disaster. That is what country is witnessing today.
Well, Sabyasachi, the reactions that are coming in from the opposition side, of course, it is the opposition supposed to take on the government on multiple issues, but can actually politics come above when it comes to the issue of national security?
Well, that's right. See, at this particular time, the opposition, along with the central government, should stand together. See, on one hand, we are seeing that the opposition MPs are part of the delegation. In fact, in international platform leaders like Shashi Tharoor, Salman Khurshid, all of them are accepting the fact that US did not intervene as far as the ceasefire is concerned. In fact, it was Pakistan, after India struck them at their air bases, Pakistan had to show the white flag, and that is how the ceasefire broke out between India and Pakistan, and there was no role from the US. But the opposition, specifically the Congress, continues to raise this particular point. Several of its leaders, right from Mr. Rahul Gandhi to Mallikarjun Kharge to Pawan Khera, all of them continue to raise this question, questioning the intent of the central government, stating that they want a special session of the parliament and the opposition should be briefed about Operation Sindoor. Now, the Congress party specifically has been asking that how many aircrafts did India lose. See, at this particular time, asking such questions when India is in the foreign country exposing Pakistan, the opposition, specifically the Congress party, is making things harder, and that is what the senior leaders from the Congress party fail to understand. And time and again, they have been questioning the intent of the central government, stating that because of Donald Trump's threat of trade, that Prime Minister Narendra Modi had to accept of the ceasefire. In fact, they also questioned that why didn't any of the countries stand with India at the time of Operation Sindoor? So clearly all these kind of questions are being continuously raised from the opposition time and again.
On one hand, they continue to take on the government, they continue on the armed forces, but on the other hand, there are their own party MPs who are actually spreading the message of exposing Pakistan on global stage as the seven leaders who are leading the delegations, multiple delegations across multiple countries, continue to expose Pakistan. But is the opposition correct in claiming that the country has slipped into gloom and doom under Prime Minister Modi? Let's take a look exactly what the facts are. Now, powered by Modinomics, the Indian economy has just recently become the world's largest fourth economy, overtaking Japan. But the defense budget in last 11 years as well has grown from 2.4 times, from 2.5 lakh crores to 6.2 lakh crores. The defense exports in 10 years of UPA rule that stood at 4,312 crores, but in the 10 years of Modi Sarkar, it stands at more than 88,000 crores. Right from 74 airports in 2019, we now have 159 airports. Whether it is evacuating citizens from war zones, leading the G20 summit, or standing up to global powers, the Modi model has delivered. It may not be perfect, which no government is, but to say that it has been a failure on all fronts is being economical with the truth. But the opposition still frowns, still attacks when the men come through Modi government to the issues of national security. We've seen Rahul Gandhi, who continues to ask how many fighter jets did India lose. He claims that India's foreign policy has collapsed and no one has backed India in Operation Sindoor, even hurling the JJ jibe at the External Affairs Minister, for which he refused to give a clarification when confronted. But now he is on his own as far as the fact checkers continue within his own party. Multiple of those leaders and MPs who are leading these delegations have been saying exactly what India has to say to those countries while exposing Pakistan.
So what is this? What is this JJ? So what is this JJ? Don't waste my time. So what is this? What is this JJ? So what is this JJ? Don't waste my time.
We were received very, very graciously. We have received with an open heart and open mind. We were very encouraged that there was spontaneous support for India's position on terrorism, that there is a complete consensus here against any form of terrorism.